L'un des hommes nous crie, il y a un enfant, il y a un enfant, il y a un enfant. Les équipes récupèrent le bébé de 4 mois qui respire plus.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that.
On arrive tout de suite vers le petit morceau de bois où il y a les 3 personnes dessus et l'un des hommes nous crie, il y a un enfant, il y a un enfant, il y a un enfant. Et c'est là qu'on comprend qu'il a un enfant sur l'épaule et qu'on doit intervenir pour stabiliser la situation, donc c'est-à-dire leur lancer des gilets de sauvetage tout de suite. Et les équipes récupèrent le bébé de 4 mois qui respire plus. Et c'est là où il y a un massage cardiaque qui est lancé tout de suite pour essayer de le réanimer. J'ai le bide qui se tord en deux et au bout de quelques secondes, le petit bébé s'en met à crier. C'est bon, il est revenu.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're here for the first time, I'm Jocelyn Binwi and I'm a content creator based in Douala, Cameroon. Kindly do me well to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that once any new video comes in, you get a notification and you watch. Thank you, and trust me, you're going to enjoy it while here. Yeah, in today's video guys, we're going to be talking about this Cameroonian migrant who saved a 4-month-old baby as their boat overturned in the sea, yeah, in the high sea. So as we all know, we know that so many Africans do go out there in search for greener pastures. Some of them, they are running away from the conflict and all whatnot, yeah. So this young guy, they never mentioned his name. They said he originally comes from the northwest region of Cameroon, but he resides from Kumba in the southwest region. So he left the southwest region, fleeing away from the crisis and from the conflicts. We all know what is going on in the northwest and the southwest region. So he fled from this conflict in search for greener pastures in Europe, yeah, or America, yeah. So he was on his way. We know that most of these migrants who go illegally abroad, they pass through roads. There are so many different roads that they take, yeah. So he went, and on their way they were in a boat. They found themselves in a boat. There are usually many of them. They don't go just one person, yeah, there are usually many of them. So they found themselves in a boat and a little baby was there. So I don't know what happened and their boat overturned, that's their boat capsized, and they found themselves in the sea. And as he was struggling for his life, he noticed that there was a little baby also struggling for his own life, a 4-month-old baby, yeah. So because he knew how to swim, he quickly struggled to rescue this 4-month-old baby. And luckily there was a rescue operation. There were some rescue people around that they came closer now, and then they hurriedly took the baby from him, and they also helped him into their own boat, and then they struggled and the baby come to life. I'm going to leave the video to play so you guys can actually see what happens here, just part of it, yeah, because I can't leave all the video to play. The baby could not even breathe again when they removed the baby from the sea, but the rescue people did everything and the baby started breathing again, yeah. So we thank God that this baby never lost his life and the guy is also alive. But there is something, you guys, my main reason for this video is for us to really talk about the fact that so many Africans, they leave Africa in search for greener pastures abroad, and they go through very dangerous routes, you guys. They enter some kind of boats. I'm going to leave the pictures at the end so you guys can see. You see the kind of boats that they enter. I don't know if it's even a balloon or it's actually a boat, yeah. So some of them enter these boats and to go to Italy. Some of them go to Italy, some of them go to America, some of them get into Spain. And these boats are not really, they are just like balloons, yeah. So you can imagine the risk that they take in the high sea. Imagine in the Mediterranean Sea. You can imagine the Mediterranean Sea, that is the largest water body that separates continents. So you can imagine the risk, how much they risk their lives. And so many Africans have died in this process. One of our classmates died 2 years ago on his way to abroad in search of greener pastures, passing through this dangerous roads, you guys, and it was so heart touching. And I know of so many other people who have died using these dangerous roads in search for greener pastures. I don't know who we are going to blame. Are we going to blame the African leaders? Are we going to blame our families for letting us take this risk? Are we going to blame ourselves for actually taking upon ourselves to take this kind of risk, you guys? Because so many people, the Mediterranean Sea has swallowed up a lot of people. There is also another route that they take through the Darien Gap. The Darien Gap is a very dangerous forest from Colombia, yeah. And it links, I think it links North America and South America, yeah. And so many people take this route. It is so dangerous, so muddy, and it is one of the wettest places in the world. So you can imagine the quantity of rain, and then there is usually a lot of robbery, so many armed groups, so a lot of danger right there, you guys. So many dangerous animals in the forest and stuff like that, and people still, Africans still take upon themselves to take this kind of risk. I don't understand, because for me, I will not take that kind of risk. I'll better stay here and let anything happen. Anyway, I'm not judging them. Everybody, this life is a choice. Everybody have their right to choose to do what they want to do, yeah. Everybody have their rights to their own opinion and all of that, yeah. But what I want to the question I really want to ask here is that, who do we have to blame? Do we have to blame our African leaders for making things so difficult in the countries, in the African countries, such that everyone is fleeing away from Africa? Are we going to blame ourselves for taking upon this decision to go through these very dangerous roads, you guys, in search for greener pastures? Or are we going to blame our families for even helping us, for even accepting for us to take this kind of decision, and for even fueling this kind of journeys, you guys? Because yeah, so many families who even, they will be the ones to pay for your journey, to give you money, to, yes, say go ahead, to tell you, to give you the go ahead to take this kind of dangerous routes. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me your own opinion about this, because I don't find it very okay, you guys. If it's possible that every African can stop taking this kind of dangerous risk, can stop taking this kind of journeys, this kind of roads to go abroad, you guys. I know we are actually facing a lot in Africa. I know there is a lot going on in Africa. And you guys, take note that Cameroon is always topping the list. When you come to Central Africa, yeah, Middle Africa, you see that Cameroon is topping the list of illegal migrants going to the US, going to Europe, using boats, using the dangerous routes in the forest, crossing on barbed wires, you guys. If you see the kind of barbed wires that they cross, there are some people who cross from Morocco to Spain on barbed wires, because there is a fence. There is a fence that separates Morocco and Spain, and that's another road that some Africans use. It is so dangerous, and I even hear that some of those barbed wire fences have current in them that has killed a lot of people. So you can imagine the kind of thing that is happening in Africa that is causing people to flee away. But to me, I don't really think it is okay to use that kind of means. Let's always try to use other routes, other safer routes. Yeah, let's use other safer routes, because when I see the way Africans die, when I watch that video, you guys, I see the way Africans are suffering. I see the way some of them will lose their lives in the sea, and you see the way the sea will just be carrying them to the bank, throwing them. You see how debris comes to the bank of the seashore, right? It comes and hits and then goes back and stuff like that. I'll just be looking like, are these really human beings? Are these really human beings? You see people sleeping like garbage, you guys. So you can imagine stuff like this. When I saw it, I was so touched. I said to myself that I'm going to talk about it on my channel. I don't know what you guys think about this. Do you think that it's okay that they should flee away from the conflict? They should flee away from oppression? They should flee away from the misery in Africa? They should flee away from the difficult situation in Africa that all of us are facing through these dangerous roads, risking their lives like this in search for greener pastures? And I don't really know if when they get there, everybody really actually gets the greener pastures that they want, or how. I don't know. Tell me in the comment section, you guys. Are you also somebody that you use this route and right now you're abroad and you're enjoying yourself and you never regretted taking that risk Tell us about it. If you're one of them, please just share your experience. Or if you know anybody who has taken this road and is successful, anybody who has taken this road and has lost their lives or anything, share it, you guys, so that we can learn. Yeah, for me, I'm not sure I can take this kind of decision. And you guys, can you imagine that some people even go with their families? You see somebody you see a man with his wife and kids, little children, and if you see the kind of roads that they take. So guys, what I saw was so touching. It's something that I've been seeing. It's not like this is my first time of seeing it. It's something that I've been seeing, but this time I was really so touched. But thank God that the guy in the high sea finally saved the baby's life, and also his life was saved, and we thank God that all of them are fine. In fact, God was on his head. God was really on his head, because so many people have lost their lives in this journey. You even see some pregnant women, you guys. You see a pregnant woman taking that kind of road in search for greener pastures abroad. Why don't you just wait and give birth to your baby where you are? Maybe look for a family member and give the baby to take care of. Or if you don't have a family member, you can give the baby to the orphanage. And then you start finding your will. Don't risk your life and risk an innocent baby's life. A baby that is in the stomach. Pregnant women, for God's sake, what are they really looking for in this kind of forest roads, in this kind of seas, in paper boats? That's how I'm going to call it, because these are not real. I cannot really go to a large sea like that and see that kind of balloon boat, and you get into it and you see the population that is usually inside that boat. You guys, anything can actually happen. It's really a risk, eh? It's a risk, I'm telling you. So I'm just here, I don't know, I want to encourage anybody out there that if you're an African, right, please, I will not advise us to take that kind of route. No matter what is happening, if we really want to flee from this from the situation in Africa, we can use other means. Let's use other means, you guys. Let's use other means. Let's not take these very dangerous routes, because so many people are losing their lives. So many people, the Mediterranean Sea is becoming a burial ground for Africans. You can imagine, so many people are losing their lives. And I'm sure that even these border countries like Italy, I think Italy is one of the border countries, and even Spain, where the migrants usually, the first European countries that they get to, and some of them get into America. Some of these countries, maybe they are even tired of receiving migrants. Maybe they are getting tired. They are getting tired. And maybe when you get there into the asylum camps, they are not even going to handle you there. You're going to suffer there, and that's another thing. A story for another day. And you find that so many Africans are really suffering, you guys. But anyway, I don't also blame them. I don't blame anybody. I'm not here to judge anybody who has taken that journey. I'm not here to blame anybody who wants to take that journey. But please, if you were still to take that journey, try to consider. Because, okay, can you imagine that when you lost your life there, you're buried in that same forest, you're buried beside that sea where you've lost your life. Your family does not even get to see your corpse. They don't get to even see your grave or anything. You can imagine, you're just gone like that, like somebody who has disappeared into thin air. So you can imagine, it is so heartbreaking, you guys. As I told you guys in the beginning, we lost our classmates. That's 2 years back, I think. He lost his life. He was doing so well with his wife and kids here, and I don't know, in search for more greener pasture, he went abroad, and through this road he died in the forest, and he was buried there. So you can imagine, the wife did not even get to see his grave. The children will never even know that. In fact, it is so heartbreaking. It is so heartbreaking. And so many other Africans that we can not even start naming here. I know of so many people who have lost their lives. And Cameroonians are always topping the list. You guys, Cameroonians are always topping the list. So I'm just here to encourage anybody out there that please, no matter how bad our Africa is, no matter how bad our country Cameroon is, let's avoid these very dangerous routes. We can't be adding more misery to our families. Our families are already going through the difficult situation in the country, in the continent, and we can't be adding up to it by going and losing our lives in the forest, in the sea, where they will never even see our corpse, they will not even see our grave and stuff like that, and we are just gone into thin air like that. Yeah, it is so heartbreaking. It is so heartbreaking. And also our leaders, I don't know, how we will ever talk to our leaders, how Africa is going to change, how Africans are going to stop migrating. You guys, I don't know how this is going to be done, but I pray that one day this is going to stop and things are going to get better in Jesus' name. Yeah. And this Darien Gap we are talking about, you guys, is a very dangerous forest in the world. Very dangerous, with so many animals. When they talk of a jungle, you know what that means. A jungle is where you find so many dangerous animals, like, oh my goodness, it's a jungle. This Darien Gap is a jungle that Africans, they make up their mind to go through this dangerous journey in search for greener pasture, and they end up losing their lives. And you see that this place is one of the wettest places in the world, where it rains all the time, and you can imagine the rain, the muddy roads and stuff like that people go through. Ow, the people who make it there, they are really strong. I clap for you guys, I hail you guys, because when I watched the documentary, you guys, I did not even see myself taking this kind of risk. I really want to hail people who have taken this road and they have been successful using it. I really want to hail them. Yeah, I really want to hail you guys, because I'm sure that, I don't know, before people take this road, do they actually get a map and look at how the road is? Do they really watch other documentaries to see the danger that is on the way before they take up this risk? Or how do they do? Because just watching the videos, watching the documentaries, I'm not sure that I can take this kind of road, you guys. I cannot risk my life, I cannot risk my family, my kids' life for anything. Yeah. From Colombia, so many migrants take this Darien Gap roads to Panama. Yeah, from Panama they then keep finding their way ahead. Yeah. So guys, I'm not sure that I can take this kind of route, and I'm not going to encourage anyone. I won't encourage anyone, or even my family members, to take this kind of road in search for greener pastures anywhere. Yeah. I really thank God that that child never died. At least the child is alive and he is going to grow up and tell the story. Yeah, somebody is going to tell him what actually happened, and he is going to tell the story. And I'm sure that his mother lost her life during this journey. Yeah, because he was there with his mother. The mother is nowhere to be found. It's only this guy who rescued him. So you can imagine that somebody will go and lose their life like that. You're taking a baby so that you guys can go in search for greener pastures, and you have lost your life, leaving that baby behind to be an orphan. Maybe we don't even know where the baby's father is. Oh my goodness, this is so heart-touching. This is so emotional. I really pray that most Africans should really see the danger that is involved in these dangerous routes, in this illegal immigration, through these dangerous routes in search of greener pastures, and losing their lives, causing pain on their families and all of that. So guys, this video was just a rant, and yeah, so that's all about the video. That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so if you've watched up to this point, thank you so much. And if you haven't yet subscribed, do me well to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell, so that once any new gist comes in, you get a notification and you watch. Thank you, and see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.